Hey Sarah, Austin here. Is this just making sure this is recording? I also did the Florida project, although instead of doing Mooney, I did Haley, her mother. Um, One of the issues that I kept running into with this movie is that it left us on such a cliffhanger that it was really up to us and our creative imagination for this project to decide how to proceed. Um, and I just went under the assumption that Haley and Mooney are separated for an undetermined period of time. You did somewhat of the same. Uh, I like how you considered Mooney's opinion on returning with her mom. I didn't even ask myself that question because I just kind of assumed that was going to be an immediate yes. I imagine that like children want to be with their parents, under normal circumstances. Um, I really appreciate how you acknowledge that it's not Haley's lack of desire to parent adequately, but rather more so an inability to do so due to her financial circumstances, more systemic issues. Should Mooney be reconnected with her mother? I believe that study after, I don't believe, I know that study after study after study shows that relocation of a child into a new family is can be very traumatizing. Usually is very traumatizing, and that's exactly what we are trying to avoid here is trauma, re-traumatization. And so I think the short answer is yes, Mooney should be reconnected with her mother. Um, Usually under the concept of family preservation, social services tends to we prefer to have the child live with their biological or initial caregivers, biological parents or initial caregivers, rather than be placed with strangers. Although it may seem initially like if the circumstances aren't ideal with the the biological parents, like they should be replaced with another another family where it's like safer or she's able to be cared for more adequately financially. But then you take a second look and realize that that's you get into like attachment styles and trust and you go you if you do all of if you go that much further you realize that's actually pretty traumatizing for a child and they need consistency, uh, whether that consistency is ideal or not. As far as what should be done on a more long-term scale, I think honestly, this is exactly where my project stepped in was, uh, on Haley's part. Mooney's a 6-year-old girl. There's not much to check in with her, but, Haley needs a job. She needs to figure out, that arrest record, if not expunging it, learning how to work with it. She needs to stop smoking weed. Uh, and he didn't mention that, but that's a crucial aspect in my video. Consistent checkups with Haley and ensuring that she is doing what is best for her and Mooney is really all that can be done on a long-term scale. We can't force anybody to do anything, but we can encourage and motivate them to behave and act and make decisions in a way that's more aligned with the best care Mooney can have from her.